Hello. Welcome to Doobies with Doug. Today, I want to talk about zeitgeist. Uh, I see this trend. I don't know if trend's the right word. The societal norm. And I find very disturbing. Of people just believing things because that's what they want to believe and no one can stop them. Like taking advice from Joe Rogan. This is a guy that broke into the mainstream by daring people to eat elk dick. Why would you take advice from this fucking moron? He says whatever he needs to say to keep getting paid to say shit. That's what he does. He's a comic. Sort of. I don't give a fuck what Will Smith's opinion of anything is. I don't give a fuck what Bill Gates' opinion is on anything or Elon Musk. They're all fucking morons. They're all idiots. I don't give a fuck what their opinion is, what they think, nothing. They're all evil. They're evil. Think this through. If you had millions and millions and millions of dollars, how many fucking starving people would be in your neighborhood? How much of it would you spend helping people? And how much of it would you spend on Lamborghinis and flying all over the world, seeing fancy hotels and buying shit and fucking burning holes in the atmosphere to go fuck around in space and paying to remodel bridges so you could. The fuck? Some people have lottery dreams and they dream of living like Elon Musk. I have lottery dreams and I dream of eradicating our starvation and hunger and lack of water in South Africa, of doing away with malaria, of redistributing food to the people who need to get it. I see the power available in every calorie in every one of those fucking dollars. I see the blood, sweat, and the tears of the people that made it happen. And I wouldn't disregard that to please myself. To surround myself with empty trinkets. These people don't deserve any respect. Let alone admiration. Same with football players, same with baseball players, same with all sports stars. Shut the fuck up. Same with politicians. Shut the fuck up. There's not one shred of evidence on the books anywhere that a politician has ever kept one of his promises. Progress happens in spite of politics, not because of it. If we just ran the country without the lie that politics is how it works, and just ran the country how it's actually ran, just pay attention to it as it's actually ran, which is on the dollar. Every time a politician gives a big flowery speech about this nation and this great republic and blah, 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 what they're talking about is the economy. They're not talking about me and you and our 4th of July picnic and our hot dogs and our American dream and our picket fence. They're talking about the economy. They're not talking about your rights as a free American. They're not talking about being a constitutional republic, which is what we are. This nation was not founded as a democracy. It was never intended to be a democracy. There's democratic processes that can be followed within a constitutional republic, but the democracy was never intended to override the constitutional republic. And that's where we stand today. The mob rules. Democracy means the mob rules. Using democratic processes within a constitutional republic means individual rights are sovereign. You can't take my rights away unless you can prove that I'm hurting somebody or limiting their rights. So, yeah, fuck your democracy. And that's this zeitgeist that I'm trying to get to. This culture of you, no matter if you're in the Trevor Noah crowd or if you're in the motherfucking, I don't know their names. Tucker Carlson, there's one. Doesn't matter. You're both just as useless to the process. Democrats pass bad laws, and Republicans enforce them. That's how it works. Republicans say, fuck you. Democrats say, we're going to create a program that fucks you. Republicans say, we're just going to take your money and use it to our own accord. And the Democrats say, we're going to take your money and create a machine that's going to take more of your money and eat you up and fuck you in the end. Neither party is looking out for you or me or the constitutional republic. We're looking out for the economy. And the controlling forces of the economy are the controlling forces in this nation. This nation isn't run by senators and congressmen. This nation is run by the CEOs of Raytheon and Boeing and Dow and Monsanto and Wall Street. And if we stop pretending that this fucking political circle jerk has anything to fucking do with it, then we could consciously take control of our fucking country. Using the tool that has always run everything since its invention. Money. For fuck's sake. I will be right back. And we're back. Had to go help my neighbor carry her groceries in. She's like 80 and uses a walker cane. So where was I? I don't remember. Oh yeah, economics. Money. How you participate in the capitalist system has everything to do with the end results of how the capitalist system behaves. We live in a constitutional republic. Honor that concept as laid out by the Constitution and the Bill of Rights. Do away with the democracy and run it as a capitalist system. Because regardless of what other system you imply or put in, it could be fucking anything else. It's going to end up being a capitalist system anyway. So run it as a capitalist system. Senators in Congress fucking dress up like NASCAR, man. There's sponsors on them. Bronto's got electrolytes. But the first thing you have to do that is overturn Citizens United so that a megalo corporation doesn't have the same rights as a human. Because that's just wrong. On so many levels. Now, getting rid of democracy, it's going to be like getting rid of cancer. It's going to take a lot of weed smoking. And some people might just have to put some things in their butt. That chance you take when you stand up and become a patriot. Capitalism is not the cancer. Capitalism is a perfectly good system to run the world by. Not if it isn't held accountable. And as long as we allow this farce in DC and in the world governments to exist, it's never going to be held accountable. So let's get to work on that, if you don't mind. We're going to call this a good one. Last one's long, this one's short. Doobies and Doug. Over now.